Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
It's DJ K-Slay, the drama king. Hip-hop culture started in New York City, a gift to the hoods, a voice for the voiceless, a way to express ourselves freely without violence. We ain't never took anything personal. We picked up the microphone, turntables, and spray cans, and just let our talent do what it do.
Hey, yo, Slay, tell me we off the muscle with it. Constantly go guzzling it. 12 looking for my piece. Glock got a puzzle with it. Couldn't find the gloves, had to use my mama oven mittens. Flow like a condom, niggas still not fuck.
Luis Negron Trucker.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. There's the stiff arm. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Left side, Cook. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Again, Jackson will keep it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Play fake. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To throw is Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Handoff comes to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on second down. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
In motion left is Watkins. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yanks at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses, and typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Jackson will keep it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, Brandon, there's no question they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play fake. Cousins.
That's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing here, Cousins. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And a lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
124 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Cousins gives way to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Cousins to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Second and 5.
Cousins here to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this